So this is Symbaroum, the Copper Crown, Part 1, The Promised Land. Session 0. We've just spent the last hour, 2 hours rolling up characters. So this is the opening sequence of the Copper Crown Prelude to Throne of Thorns. So you have been heading up south the Titans. Let's get the map up. Let's start with, we've seen the world. So let's go to the world first. So you've left Albertor and you're heading north to the Titans, which is south of the Titans. And the Titans, so here we go. Titans are a huge mountain range that hide Symbaroum from the rest of your country. The war has gone to pot. Although you've won the war with the Dark Lords, the country is ruined with corruption. So you have decided to head north. As you have headed north, picked up a caravan, and you've found that actually you've kind of bumped into acquaintances and people that you know. So you kind of decide that in the evening, as you first hit these Titans, as you're sitting around a wagon circle, eating food and drinking food, you've kind of reintroduced each other to reintroduce yourselves to each other. So if you'd like to go around the room and around the internet, around the room,
It's a virtual
around
room.
the yes, go around the campfire and introduce yourselves with the name of your character and essentially what you are.
I am Sir Kenig of somewhere or other, which I'll figure out when I know more about the world. My friends can call me Ox. I am an ogre. I am a knight, no matter what any man might say.
Yeah.
My life goal is to seek recognition and acceptance from those who would deny me my title, and to do my late father proud, that I might live up to his training and his ideals. Will that do for now?
Yep.
So I go next. I'm I am Severin. Severin is a male human from Ambria. He is a slightly dour but handsome warrior who fought for the Queen's army, but subsequently has taken off on his own to try and find fortune for his family. He has, following the war, his family are struck in poverty, so he's decided to head north in search of fortune. He's now selling his services as a sellsword. He has done so for the past couple of seasons, and as I say, he's a formidable fighter with he wears armor, carries a two-handed sword and a shield, and has an unlikely friendship with. Did you say he was called Ox?
Ox, yeah.
So has struck up an unlikely friendship with Ox, as they have some background in common, and so decided to travel together. So I'm going to assume he's probably signed on to this, or they've probably signed on to this caravan, possibly as protection, in exchange for travel. And as I say, that's Severin.
Oh, well, my character's ambient rogue / ranger by the name of Kellon Fen, and is of a sort of a minor minor noble family, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And although he doesn't like to, he comes across as more of a down to earth, sort of down and dirty, but actually secretly, he's got some, he's got a privileged background, so he can, but it doesn't advertise that, you could say.
Yeah.
But very handy with a bow, and also skilled, in the woods, and when it comes to things like stealth and so on, and has been, in fact, working with the army, and has been working with the Queen's Rangers as well. So that's probably how I sort of the other two military guys are perhaps not unknown to me. Probably.
Yeah, so you kind of know each other from the same regiment, and your friend, the changeling elf, or companion, should we say? It's not a case that you were automatically friends, but in that in your army life, you've bumped into each other a couple of times, and now that you've kind of it's safe, safety and familiarity. You've got to a place where you don't know anyone, and you're looking around, and there's familiar faces. So you've kind of safety in numbers, as it were.
Nice. Oh, well met, friends.
Indeed.
So Rohit, did you work out a name for your character?
Yeah, so my name is Thorn. I'm a
Thorn.
thing. Well, not exactly, but I've been walking the forest roads for a while now. Long enough to learn which plants heal and which one itch for days. I patch people up when they are hurt, and keep watch when the night gets loud. Yeah, I don't snore much. I don't steal from friends. And I've learned the hard way that talking to trees only look strange if you answer them out loud. So, yeah, if nothing else, I make a decent fire and even better excuses when things go wrong. So, yeah, that's a changeling for you guys.
Excellent.
So
Sounds good.
sitting around the fire, you over the course of the last few days, as you've been travelling through the ruins of Alberta, you have kind of got into this group of this wagon trail. There are a number of other NPCs, we'll call them. There's a witch, a changeling, barbarian. There's at least one goblin. There's a wizard. There's an ogre. There's a barbarian. What's that guy? human. So there's a mishmash of people and races within the wagon, and you decided that it's best to, at least for the night, circle the wagon, set up your tents inside the wagon tail, and essentially you kind of break off into little groups, eating food and talking about the war and what you did in the war. And you essentially find yourselves under a cold, dark sky. There are glimpses of light in the sky which kind of glisten in what you expect to be rain at some point, but it hasn't fallen yet. Sitting around your group of fire is a coachman called Telek, and two pathfinders, Bellum and Ludo. Ludo? Ludo. You start eating your food and discussing the latest in a long list of bad news. All the caravan owners have decided to make ready for the winter on the south side of the Titans because of the rapidly approaching snows. So the question is if they were right to assume that the mountain passes will be soon closed off. You know roughly that there is these mountain passes that will take whole wagons across the Titans into Ambria. You haven't been there, but you kind of assume maybe there'll be smaller passes that you could go on foot, but its safety numbers probably makes sense. So Telek, the coachman, is quite curious, and he is quite forward in asking everyone their names, where they come from, where they're going, what their plans are, in an attempt to be social and to kind of get to know you. You haven't sat with this guy on his own wagon as you've come through the mountain, as you come through to the foothills, but he has decided to kind of come over to your group and just essentially talk to you, oddly.
So he's nosy, what you're saying?
He's yes, in a not so much in a kind of yes, he's nosy. Yeah, there's no two ways about it. He is nosy.
Well, if he approaches, sorry, carry on.
So he has a friend with him called Keller. He's quite an excitable chap, slightly less friendly than Telek, who is simply asking you questions in a curious way. But Keller keeps leaning over and whispering stuff into the coachman's ear.
I shall regard him coolly.
So if anyone would like to make a roll against their vigilant, you need to roll.
How does it work?
It works different to D&D. You have to work. So 1 is excellent, 20 is bad. So it's opposite.
Okay. So it's 1d20, 1d20, is it?
1d20, yes, 1d20.
I'm sorry, what are we rolling against?
You're vigilant.
Okay, so my vigilant is... I've got a vigilant of 11. So you want to roll under? Is that right? Are you rolling under under the attribute?
Yeah, rolling under the attribute. There is a chart that you actually get some extra buttons.
Hey, look at that! Rolled a 1.
1. Okay.
Natural 1.
So so what he's essentially saying, the gist of what Keller is saying to Telek is that there is one caravan owner who's decided to brave the danger and dare an attempt to reach Ambria before the snows.
Interesting.
Upon hearing this, Telek seems to brighten up and just like the midsummer's sun, excuses himself and rushes to his tent to pack his belongings.
So his name's Keller, the chap who's relayed this, right?
Yeah, Keller's been speaking to Telek. Telek jumps up and kind of gleefully runs off to his tent. Keller's still sitting there. So this opening sequence is kind of very matter of fact. So I'm going to push to learn the rules, as it were. So any player character can either exhort the truth from the weak-willed Keller with a successful roll against persuasion +5.
Okay, but we've got the truth out of him, right? Because he's told. I've heard him, so we know what
You've heard, yeah.
We don't know. But what are you saying, that we suspect he might not be telling the truth, or?
No. So if you, you've caught a gist of what he said.
Okay.
As overhearing, but you could kind of push him to tell you what he said.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll stand. So on hearing this and seeing the other chap's reaction, so Severin will stand to his imposing height, and again he's wearing armor, and I'll stroll over to Keller, and I'll say, "What exactly is it that you told him that's made him in such a rush to pack?"
He says, so make a persuasion +5.
So it's persuasion plus, so I need 14 or less. Okay.
Yeah.
Try that again. Oh, perfect. So
because
yes.
Master Argasto is preparing to leave as soon as the next morning comes, and he was just interviewing people for the trip.
Where might we find this Master Argasto?
And he kind of leans his hand over and he points to pick a wagon. The wagon. Let's say you're by the, I want to say pink. The bottom tent, and he points across to
that one.
Yeah, so he points to the green one.
Right.
That's Master Argaston.
So I'll thank him, and I'll go and whisper to Ox and say, I think this sounds, my friend, like something we might wish to take advantage of. If our aim is indeed to traverse the Titans and seek our fortune, this seems like too good an opportunity to miss. What say you?
It seems too late in the season to make the trip safely. Surely the man is a fool.
Well, a fool or not, he's heading in the direction we wish to travel, so surely worth a conversation. Do you not think?
Then who is the fool?
Who is the more foolish, the fool or the fool who follows him? I'm sure that's a quote. I know that's a quote from something.
Admittedly, my father did not teach me the wiles of foolishness. We will go.
Let us go and have a conversation with Master Amrit and see what he proposes.
The ogre stands up, and then you realise, he thought he was standing anyway.
Yeah. Have we realised? Do we know how tall the ogres are?
I haven't got that. I want. They're not going to be. They can be going to pubs, but got to be 8 to 9 feet. But there'll be somewhere. There'll be a height guide.
I'm just looking.
Anyway,
now.
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't. It's not quite a resistance.
About 7.5 feet tall.
Awesome.
The average ogre.
7.5 feet. So should we
play anywhere from 6'6" to 7.5.
So if you go with 6'6", roll a 1d 2d6.
2d6.
And then 2d6, and add those inches to it. Or should we just go 7? No, let's do 7 foot plus 1d6, because 7 foot, that's quite.
Now on roll 20, I have got nothing to go into. So would somebody mind rolling the 1d6 for me?
Yeah, I can do it. I'll do it. 1d6, did you say?
Yeah.
There you go, it's 3. So he's 7
3.
for 3.
7 for 3, which is quite big. 7 for 3.
Thank you.
So, that's the two of you deciding to go, Severin and Keller. No, sorry, Severin and Ox.
Hey, that's a great picture. Sorry.
Thank you.
Love
I hope
that.
I can buy a two-handed warhammer.
Oh, can make one.
Yeah, there is a two-handed. I think you just take a two-handed weapon and just call it a hammer because they all do the same damage, basically, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
So
So that's basically Ox then.
love him.
Okay. I've got two of the. Let's go back to that one. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's cool. Very cool. What we need to do when we've got everyone's. Oh yes, I like the elf.
Yeah,
Good
really
infantry,
good.
that is. Yeah, nice one.
Yes. Get them all in a group shot. Right. So we're going back to the vacancy. Got all the way. So, who else is going over to what's his name? Argasto.
I'm not sure. I need to, but I'm conscious of what's going on and watching with interest.
Perhaps we too will want. Perhaps we'll go over and find out what the story is, and then we can relay it. Because obviously, if 4 of us descend on him,
Yeah, it's too much. It's going to draw too much attention if there's suddenly a crowd of us all rushing over to. But yeah, I'm watching you guys just to see and try and
actually,
listen.
I tell you one thing though. Who's the most persuasive out of us all?
It
'Cause
isn't me.
my persuasion is 9.
I put 5 into mine.
Mine's 7.
Okay, so it's and then what about Thorn? What's his?
Thorn?
Yeah, just need to check one more time. Where did it go? Yeah, my persuasion is 9.
Oh, okay. So we're both equally persuasive. So perhaps we should. Perhaps we'll approach him first, and then we can. If we have to convince him to let us come along, then we can work together on that, and then we can perhaps then enroll the others. How does that sound?
It does make sense to play to our
Strengths, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll saunter across to the tent. I'm sorry, I'm confused by the chap's name. Was it? Did you say it was
Argasto. Argasto.
Argasto? Okay. So we'll approach his tent and we'll hail. We'll say,
So
I suppose
outside, Meander, outside, a small line is formed.
okay.
In front of the characters stands Telk and Keller.
Mhm.
There's a couple of other characters who you think are Bellum and Ludo.
Yep.
And they're kind of, you can hear them talking about, they're bragging about how they've survived several trips over the Titans. They go into the tent, and after a short period of time, come out smiling.
Okay.
And after a few moments, you go through, and it's your turn to go in.
Okay. All right. So we'll
Sitting in
enter
the tent. It's a plump man in his 50s with red rose cheeks. He's dressed in baggy clothes of felts and skins.
What would be the proper way to address him? Because I don't know. I presume he's not Sir. Is it just Mister or
Master Augusta. Master.
Okay, so Master Augusto. I am known as Severin, formerly of the Queen's Army, and this is my companion Thorn. We hear that you are proposing a journey across the Titans.
You heard correct. It kind of his furrow, his brow dips a little bit. And he squints his eye. And he goes up, starts looking you up and down. Seem quite sprightly for a trip over the Titans. Can you defend yourselves? Because I'm not convinced.
I'll okay, so I'm going to I'll have this two-handed sword, which I'm going to assume I carry on my back, in a scabbard across my back. So, and I'll look at him, and I'll say, we have survived many campaigns. Rest assured, we can protect ourselves, and indeed you, and indeed anyone else on the caravan, and rest assured, the companions with which I travel include Master Ox, who is indeed a formidable fighter, and we would seek to offer our services.
So he says, I can't accommodate everyone going over the Titans. As you can appreciate, I can reserve a spot for individuals of importance. I wonder if a short a short test of your prowess against my caravan guard.
You seek for us to perform for your entertainment, Master Augusto?
No. I just seem to, if you can defend yourselves, I'm not quite convinced at the moment that you can. You seem kind of undernourished for a fighter. Are you eating well? You seem quite sprightly. Thin is the word I was looking for. Thin.
I'm not entirely convinced that the meaning of that word is what you think it is, Master Augusto. However, I'm
small creature
willing...
with wings, sprightly.
Definitely not, I say, glowering down from my 6'2" height. Very, very well. If that is what it takes, do you value this caravan guard of yours?
Very much so. They've been with me for several summers and winters. Says, come on, let us.
In that case, you have my apologies in advance.
You test our metal outside.
Okay.
So he steps out. And there's the fire that you walk past is raging a little bit more, and there is a group of men and women in various stages of various amounts of different armor on and weapons, and they look a ragtag bunch of caravan guard. And he says, I don't want to see a slaughter. Bruises and cuts are acceptable, but more severe injuries must be avoided at all costs. I need everyone fit to travel by the morning.
Very well.
Please draw a circle in the ground. So somebody draws a circle in the dirt, and a rather grim-looking character steps into the circle, holding a sword.
Okay. Well, I shall retrieve my own two-handed bastard sword.
Okay, so you are going to do the combat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, if that's what it takes, and also don't forget he's a sellsword, so this is probably not the first time he's had to he's had to prove his fighting prowess to get a job. So yeah, he doesn't really give it a second thought, honestly.
Okay.
Now I can see something's happening, so I'll get up and move closer to see what's going on.
That combat guide appears to be really badly the resolution seems to be rubbish.
Where's the combat guide? Sorry.
I moved on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've moved on the screen.
Right.
Yeah, the resolution's naff on that.
Where did that come from? Is that in the core book?
No, the core. So let's try this one.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. No, I can see it. I can read that.
Give me that. Cool. So it goes like this. It's a Symbaroum differs to most role-playing games in which I don't roll any dice.
Okay.
At all. You roll all the dice.
Yeah. Okay.
So You're both carrying swords, so it's the same. There's no long weapons. There's no surprise. Are you quick? What's your quick?
Hold on.
Are you quick? What is your quick score?
10.
10. Okay. This guy's quick is 10 2.
Okay.
Mine is
Then vigilance.
11.
It says then vigilance is
Yeah.
used as the breaker.
So
So
my
I've got
vigilance is
vigilance. I've got 11 as well.
Oh, fuck.
Roll 1d20 until one of them rolls higher than the other.
Yeah.
It says
So
so. All right. So
you
I'll roll a
roll-
1d20. Well, you. Well, I roll.
No, I do
rolled-
actually roll the 1d20 for this. That seems.
So I rolled an
So-
11. Oh, for flip's sake! All right, 16. Beat that.
There you go.
Hey.
funny.
Okay.
I did. Because it's low, isn't
Okay.
it?
No,
No,
it
so,
says
yeah,
rolls
no.
higher. No,
Higher.
it says
Yeah.
it says roll 1d20 until one rolls higher than the other. So that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So combat actions then. So moving combat
Actions.
actions.
So it's this. So essentially, rather than say you're running around and you're essentially standing face to face, throwing fight.
Mhm.
So you don't need to move into melee. You already moved into melee.
Yeah.
You don't need a flap.
Right, fine.
Don't you?
So I'm going to just make an attack at him. Simple as.
Yep.
Not going to mess about. So how do you resolve an attack? It doesn't actually tell you.
Combat action.
It
So
just says combat action.
It's accuracy
attack.
versus
Okay.
defense,
So I've got an accurate of 15.
and I got a defense of nothing. What bloody use? I did minus +2. So 15 plus 2 to your dice roll. That is your. You have to roll below.
17.
No,
Alright.
you need to roll. So you add 2 to your dice.
Oh, I see. So I have to roll under 15, but so I basically have to roll 13 or less because you've added 2.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I swing and miss.
You swing a miss. Okay. His accuracy is 13.
Yeah. So my defense is. I think my defense is. I've got a
Shield.
defense number of 10. Does that because that was one of the figured stats, wasn't it? Defense.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the same as your quickness, basically.
Yes, that's right.
So my
Yep.
defense is 10. So what do you need to do?
Accuracy of 13.
All right.
So
So you've
Miss.
missed as well.
Yep.
Fine. So
So
we
you go
swing
again.
at each other.
Yep.
So I need to roll. Oh, for crying out loud! 18. See, this is throwing me because normally I would be going yay, but of course that's
Yeah.
not what I want. I want lower. Got an 11. So you still didn't beat my defense because my defense is
Nope.
10.
Yep.
Okay, so this is fine. So we're just fainting around each other.
So this
For
this
flip's
essentially.
sake. It's just getting higher and higher.
Keepers.
Okay, so you beat that one.
So yeah. So what's your pain threshold?
I've got.
Oh, you're-
Well, first of all, I've got armor.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Oh yeah, 7.
So it says
doesn't
damage
get
dealt by. So what's So my armor is currently is actually D8, 1d8 because I've got the man at arms ability. So
Yeah.
even though I have medium armor, it protects at 1d8. So does it say that you have to roll damage dealt by the character is rolled by the player?
Yeah.
So what sort of weapon has he got?
It's just a sword, so D8.
Okay, so D8. So that means the armor. Do you have to roll that? It just says protection grant. The armor is subtracted from the weapon damage. So 1d8 minus 1d8 is 0.
Yep.
So therefore, it bounces off my. Is that right? Bounces off the
Yep.
armor. Okay.
He hasn't, because he got the strength to. But he hit you, so.
Okay. So he hit me first. So I'm going to have another go
Yep.
at him then.
Yep.
Hey, now it's more
Yeah.
like it. Take that.
Yeah.
So again, I've got a Now my sword also does more damage because I've got the two-handed force ability, which means, if I remember rightly, so two-handed force. So my damage is actually increased to 1d12.
Yep. So the armor is subtracted from the weapon damage. So 1d12. Well, 1d12.
Okay, bear with. That's a 10.
10. Okay, so you actually.
So what's your what armor does he have?
So you do 6 points of damage.
Right.
His armor's only 3. 7 points of damage. His armor's only 3. It doesn't hurt him, and it doesn't actually do any more of his toughness. But you have essentially stroke. You have got first blood.
Okay.
You've properly hit him. So he claps his hands. The wagon Master Augusta claps his hands and says, "I've seen enough. We shall make for the mountains in the morning. We'll make for the gap of. We'll make for the mountains in the morning."
Very well, and I'll offer my hand to the. I offer my hand to the caravan guard.
He spits in your hand and walks away.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll remember that.
He's a tough fighter who never backs down for a fight.
Okay. You better sleep with one eye open tonight, is all I'm saying.
So, what time is it?
10.
So
10 o'clock.
You get in the wagon, and you begin to move north. The landscape is still forested, often so densely that the characters cannot be seen more than trees and the wobbling wagons and the road ahead. The journey goes slowly upwards, winding between wooden hills and shallow canyons. At times, the wagons reach a crest from whence towering mountains can be seen further north. The sun shines from a clear blue sky, as if the sun god Prius has heard the travellers' prayers for good weather conditions. Even Augusto seems to be at ease. He says, "The lawgiver's face smiles warmly over the pass that bodes well. At dusk, it is usual time to make camp, and the caravans form a corral. The Ordo Magica novice Bartolome walks off to wash the road dust away in a nearby stream. Shortly after that, a cry is heard in a voice that is Bartolome's. He screams, 'Thieves, thieves!' And that's where I end it."